Hello and welcome to Aquanox 2 Revelation. Denies AD over me again. So, originally I wasn't going to play this game in the series because it wouldn't play nice. This game does not want to play in higher resolutions. If you're having the same problem, what I did, which is very, very annoying because it worked once, stopped working, then I went somewhere else, fixed it. It's really strange. So, I went into my computer, right-click, Properties, Advanced System Settings, up to Performance, and then turned off the DEP, which is Data Execution Protection, on Windows, which is supposed to be to stop a game from using too much memory to make sure the games are using it efficiently. Also, I turned on the compatibility with the Windows XP Service Pack 3, along with going into Documents, Aquanox 2, and at the very bottom, there is a setting for the width and height automatically where it starts with, and I changed that to 1920 by 1080. And that finally got the game running at 1920 by 1080, because originally I could only play this at 640 by 480, which doesn't sound like a big issue, fine. But as you know, all the weapons in these games have stats, and you can't read the stats. They turn into blurred pixels, which is impossible to read. So I was like, I can't play this. So I do know the first mission, but I don't know anything else. This is, I think, a big talking game again, so I think a big part is going to be talking to people.
There are many tales of the land without sky, and it seemed to me as if my grandmother knew them all. Grandmother Drake. She always told me that in such a place no star of hope could shine, nor sun of life, nor moon of love, unless the people themselves became lights in the darkness. I remember there was one story I could never hear enough. It was the heroic tale of a very wise man who lived at the time of the Great Migration. The surface had been stricken with cataclysmic natural disasters, forcing people to leave their shattered lands for a dark and painful refuge beneath the sea. The man, known as MacGregor, was a visionary scientist and one of the last prophets on Earth. He probed the limits of scientific knowledge in a dozen fields, trying to discover the tantalizing secrets that remained. As I listened, I often imagined that I myself was a descendant of the great MacGregor. The story began in the 22nd century with his discovery of a mysterious sea creature on a beach in northern Scotland. No larger than the palm of MacGregor's hand, it looked like a horseshoe crab. The scientist took the creature to one of his laboratories and examined it more closely, and what he discovered was so unspeakably horrifying that fear and dread almost drove him insane. Then, when he and his staff tried to incinerate the creature, it refused to burn. When they tried to crush it, the hydraulic press shattered under the strain. I pestered my grandmother to tell me what was so horrifying about the creature, but she would only lower her voice and say, "It was made of flesh and gold, and of another metal that does not exist on Earth, and it could reproduce itself. Woe betide the man who finds such a creature. Woe betide him, because legend says it will be his ruin." Thoughts of such creatures still lurking in the seas, still reproducing themselves, gave me endless nightmares. In my daydreams, I pretended that I too would become a scientist and invent a weapon capable of destroying those creatures once and for all. My grandmother always said a single person could change the world with their mind, but whether that change was for better or worse was up to them. A single individual could sway the world as much as the masses, she said, if they were right. MacGregor soon turned his mind to constructing incredible submarines the world had only dreamt of before, and in so doing laid the foundation of submarine technology for centuries to come. Without his knowledge, humanity could never have evolved enough to occupy the oceans. I always feared the ocean's black waters, but I also longed to defy their wretched confines. Like MacGregor before me, I wanted to make discoveries and adventure with the likes of the brave mercenaries my grandmother spoke about. I was 9 years old when word of my mother's death reached us. She'd been managing Drake Enterprises, the family shipping company, which at that time included a respectable fleet of freighters. Then, pirates pillaged her ship off Cape Horn. Her body was never recovered. My father, Alonzo Drake, born Alonzo de Granada, was heartbroken. 3 years later, without so much as a goodbye, he left us to make his fortune in the oceans. I never understood why he abandoned his only son and his family business just like that. Grandmother always said he'd gone off with his brother, another adventurer. When I myself began to dream of adventures in Aqua's inky depths, I feared I had inherited my father's restless blood. My grandmother thought him irresponsible and said he'd probably found a grave on the sea floor by following the tracks of an angel. That was her poetic way of saying he'd lost his mind. After father disappeared, grandmother took over the company, but contracts were few and far between. Soon our financial backers withdrew and the fate of Drake Enterprises was sealed. When I grew up, I worked as a pilot on our last remaining freighter, the Harvester. My nightmares grew fainter over time, but my daydreams of life as an adventurer held fast. When we could no longer afford our family home in Neapolis, my grandmother and I ended up in the Pacific, amid the dangerous and chaotic seas of the northern tornado zone. There, I supplied stations and scattered habitats with chemosynthetic protein and other nourishment. My grandmother died quietly in her sleep, and soon after, I, William Drake, decided to follow the tracks of the angels too, as my father had before me. I decided to become the hero of my own story, a man who wanted to change a part of the world and learn the last of Aqua's secrets, like the scientist had before me. Yet I didn't reject my grandmother's teachings. It's the hidden things that form our reality. You must never be too close to what's going on around you. You can comprehend a whole seamount only from a distance. I knew I wanted to fight like the mercenaries in grandmother's tales. Perhaps I would confront my mother's killers in battle, or maybe just bring a little light to this miserable world without sky. And possibly find some hope for myself there as well. Then again, perhaps I was only a foolish little boy. My grandmother used to say that I was brave without cause and confident without reason. A fish without fins, she said, adrift in Aqua far too young and headed for disaster.
Okay.
Harvester. Freighter of the Drake Enterprise.
Hey, damn it. This is an SOS. I have a ship on my scanner. Will somebody answer me? This is the Bentho 7. Hello?
Bentho 7? Can you hear me? I have received your distress call. My name is William Drake.
This is Captain Hank Bellows. My goddamn bilge is filling up, and the stabilizers on my ship are out. I have negative buoyancy. I don't care whose butt I need to kiss. Send help, or me and my family aren't going to be around much longer.
Don't panic, Senor Bellows. I'll help you.
Call me Hank. Saves time. Where are you?
To your west, Hank. There are some massive ridges here, though I can't get over them.
I'll upload my nav data onto your onboard computer. It'll show the canyon we're in. I was trying to find a shortcut because the Pacific's swimming with pirates around here. Now we're stuck! Unless you can take us in tow, Drake.
My freighter won't fit through that canyon.
Don't you have a scout or something? Come on!
Right, I'll come get you in my boat, Hank. Just give me a minute to batten down in case any pirates show up.
Aw, shit, man, there's no time for that. My little daughter's already fainted. Grab your valuables if you're that nervous, compadre, but hurry up or we...
Hang on, Hank, I'm on my way. While I'm following your nav trail, hook your family into the breathing systems on their smart suits.
All right, get going!
Okay. So this is kind of, I guess, it may change. Like, again, I've only played the first mission, but this is kind of the main menu for our dock and that stuff. Which I'm not quite as happy with, just because, like, as you can see, we've got, like, 3 different menus we have to go through. Otherwise, I just don't know much, because this is the only mission I played before I found out that the resolution I was playing on was not going to be possible. I assume with this resolution, we should be good. As you can see, this game also has a slow startup, especially with a starting opening screen. These games seem to take about 5 minutes to start. And about 10 minutes in, we're actually into gameplay. Well, to a point. I don't think the game explains the controls either, so I'm probably going to be learning again unless they kept the same controls.
SOS! Hey, we're in really deep shit here!
And it looks like the maps are a bit bigger than before because we do get a bit farther into this one. I'm not sure about my health. I'm not sure if it's down there in the very bottom right, which sucks. Because it's honestly kind of awkward to see that. Last time I liked it when it was in the bottom center because it was easy to see. I could just glance down and catch it while I was in battle, but if it's going to be over there, it's going to be a lot harder to focus on battle and my health. That's about all I have to say at the moment because this mission... Oh, hit some scrap. Yeah,
Hurry up, man! The hull is breaking up!
Shush you! And scrap can be destroyed too. Did I hit more scrap? Good lord, yeah, I think the blue is my health. Great, that's gonna make it so much harder to see. At least the music is a bit lower than the first game, because I almost went deaf playing that one. It doesn't sound like I'm gonna go completely deaf by playing this one, so I always like that. And you can change, like, if you do first person or third person. I'm just doing first person because that's what we did originally, and there we go.
You fell for it, little lover. Now I'm gonna get ya.
Come back here, you jerk! Ugh. I don't think I could get in enough shots. Oh, okay, so my top took the hits. Oh god, where am I? Oh, I need to go back this way. A little disorienting. Yeah, it's...
See the freighter of Enterprises. Seems to be empty.
That's it. Go for this freighter.
I can't believe the bend. It's too good to be true. Shoot your mouth. Dock onto the freighter.
Hi, Skipper. Working on it.
Oh shit! Oh, the hang is Kick stuff. Hurry up and get in here. We've got a new home.
Okay, so as you can see, the reason, oh god, smack that, the reason I don't like that menu is just because everything is now a separate menu, like the equipment console and everything. It's just kind of annoying. I liked it when it was just concentrated to like one menu. Usually when you're designing programs or that stuff, you want to keep it down to the minimum amount of menus that your user has to, oh god, the minimum amount of menus the user has to click on to get to what they want, because then it just wastes time and it's annoying. Otherwise, this game has better reviews than the first one. Again, you know, they're saying better voice acting. I didn't mind the voice acting in the last one because it seemed that the people who were acting were trying to give it all. Whether that was the right choice or not is a bit of a crapshoot, but you never know. Mission complete. So according to this, I'm not sure about the autopilot, but apparently we can activate the autopilot, which allows us just to exit. I'm not sure why. I don't see an opening relatively easy that's supposed to be used, because the game's not... Well, it's at the very back, isn't it? Unless the map is different, so we didn't get anything for that, obviously.
Harvester.
And now we got more areas to explore, and this is gonna be probably the main chunk like last time.
What do you want, mate?
Some answers.
Wrong place, wrong time. Shove off.
Nice guy.
Well, here comes the mighty captain himself, terror of the seas. So where are your classmates?
What? My what?
Sorry, you're so naive. I figured you must be out here on a field trip.
I was responding to an SOS.
Let me tell you something, landlubber. Anybody sends an SOS around here, and you can bet they're a pirate. Hell, Hank Bellows has been working that fake SOS sob story for years. We just used him to help us board your ship.
What? What do you want?
All of your gold.
I don't have any gold. My name is William Drake. You're Bellows' men?
Nah, Bellows is a damn creep. We were shipwrecked. Now you're rescuing us.
Like I had a choice.
Them's the breaks in the rescue business, man. Lend someone a hand and you're as likely to lose your arm.
End of communication.
So, where were you headed in your freighter?
Well, my family's gone, so I was just out to see the world.
I see. Well, let me give you a little advice. That's going to be tough to do with your eyes closed.
End of communication. As you can see, they're kind of eliminated when you're done with them, but they do come back, so you've kind of got to keep going back and forth.
What do you want, baby cakes?
Just to talk.
Well, let's do that when I've had more sleep. We're all tired.
End of communication.
Oh, that damn light!
Oh, sorry.
Shove off!
End of communication. Okay, now you kind of go through again. Nothing here. Nothing here, so we have to go back to the bridge.
What do you want?
Well, maybe an explanation. Why did you seize my freighter?
Why? No alternative.
End of communication. So very talkative. If I remember correctly, we need to go back to the mess.
Where are you headed?
Following the bowsprit, man. Which is following Amitab's nose.
And where will that take us?
To Atacama City, I hope. Where Lindy, Mary, and Juanita are waiting for me. 3 broads in every port, man. It's natural.
What's going to happen to me?
This is a tornado zone. So Amitab's gonna make nice with I-1 King's guys. That's how it is. You scratch my back, and I scratch yours. And listen, you better show the old man you got cojones. Balls, man. Amitab likes people to prove themselves.
Well, what on earth do I have to prove?
That you got fire in your belly. Speaking of which, I heard some tourist punks are shooting up the sea off Lima too. They steal boats at home, then they come over here to shoot the place up. Good opportunity for you to impress the skipper, and for me to tag along.
End of communication.
Look who's here. Ni hao, Captain.
You're from the Shogunate.
Yeah, but they're after me there. I didn't dance to their beat.
Are you going to kill me?
Hey, why should we? You've got a strong pair of hands. So as long as you make yourself useful, nothing's going to happen to you.
End of communication. I don't think there's anyone else to talk to. We go talk to the captain now, I think. Yeah. Or Amitab. Also, I think in the first game he was called Ivan King. Now it's Iwan King. I mean, I saw the W before, but I thought it was just, weird kind of accent thing. Maybe I'm remembering wrong.
Ship's mate on the bridge. If there's more to you than meets the eye, now's the time to prove it.
This is my ship. I don't have to prove anything.
You prove what I tell you to prove. Now, what you doing all alone on such a big freighter?
This is my family's last ship. It has an auto-loading system.
It also has no cargo on board. What are you doing out here, mate?
Well, I'm just taking a look at the world.
So little Willie wants to see the world. Well, he's about to get an eyeful. Some inebriated punks are terrorizing Lima 2. Go blow their ballast and send them to the bottom.
Oh, okay. Why not? Do I have any choice?
Sure. It's sharp and shiny like my knife. And don't even think about running off, Willie. I don't know why, but Nat says you stay with us. Now, off you go. Stoney's ready and waiting.
Aye, Skipper.
Listen, we're performing a public service, chasing those parasites out of the territory. You're doing me a service by blowing them away. Besides, the zone always seems to cough up something nice when you protect an ELF node. Salam.
I also feel it's a bit ironic, because I think in the first game, the main character is probably the most voice acted. He kind of had the most... I don't know, he had the most conviction in his voice. It was more of a dynamic delivery. And now I have a feeling that our main character in this game is not going to be quite as dynamic. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the recording, because the recording sounds really rough compared to others. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, we just head to the dock. So, with the dock, there are three things. There's the console, which we use to save, load, all that good stuff. As you can see, like I said, I tried this before. Didn't quite work. Actually, I'm hoping now, because what happened was I went into the equipment console, and this right here was just a pixelated mess. I couldn't even read how much kinetic or EMP damage just because the resolution was so low. You could play the game just fine, but you wouldn't be able to see what you're loading. Reload time, 20 seconds. EMP, yeah. If EMP is anything like the last game, there's not going to be really anything good. We do have a Stanley. 4,000. Enemy lock. Oh, this is the one that's dumb and stupid, and you have to be, right nearby to do it. It looks like it's mostly the same. I have not looked at the hangar oh my gosh. So this is our current shit this time. A dedicated sailor's best friend. Versatile and tough. I'm guessing because we're not docked anywhere, we can't look at any new ones? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Salty dog. Not even, we only had the toiler last time, so yeah. Okay, and we can hold 4. And we got the dock. Oh boy. So I guess this is where we are, and this is the zoom up. Atacama City, there's the Scavenger, Lima 1, Entry Point 6, and Lima 2. Terra at Lima 2. Task, take out the Neo-Yuppies near Lima 2. Follow Amitab's radioed instructions. Tactical hint, Stony Fox and Mei Ling will watch your back. Oh, 2 of them are coming? I knew Stony was coming, but I didn't know Mei Ling was. Tip, Lima 2 was evacuated a few hours ago. Keep your eyes open and you might find some useful items. What does it mean by that? Oh, is this just gonna be like, okay, let's skip it then. I'm not gonna waste my time on cutscenes we've seen once. Already, when I know that there's gonna be a ton of talking.
I've uploaded the data for the next nav point near Lima 2. Get there as fast as you can.
I'll try. I run at 135, which is higher than I think we started with the first game, but I'm gonna take a while. It looks like we have 2 guns this time, not just 1 like last time, so I'm not sure if that's going to be the same for when we get new machine guns.
Damn! 2 terror freaks! Stony, Mayday, you 2 hang back. I want to see if Shorty's got what it takes.
Confirmed.
Oh, and I really wanted to pull my juice dry skin.
Dogfights in this game are always kind of hard.
Okay now, show us what you got, little dragon.
Again, I can't hear those transmissions when I'm fighting. Good lord.
Off you go to the next nav point now. Maybe you can find something there for our little cadet to play with. He's warming up.
Yeah, well, that wasn't too bad. The game doesn't have as easy as a thing to know you've hit. Usually we got like little explosions to say we hit them. Now it's just a sound effect, which makes it a lot harder to know if I'm too far away, because I think there was some weapons that only had a distance.
Get going, mate. Turn that scout into scrap. Hey!
Well, we're about as good shooters. Hey, if you want to stay on my... I was gonna say, if you want to stay on my back, that's fine with me.
You're turning into a real monster.
William, you fight like an old man Pease. You can do better than that.
You guys shut up and head for the next nav point.
So yeah, the graphics look a bit better, just from quality-wise from the first game. I mean, it kind of still look kind of the same for what it is. Still got the same general design. Which isn't too surprising. A lot of these games started coming out only a couple years after. Like, Ankh was like 2 years after the first game, the second game came out, so there's never a real jump in quality.
These guys are killers, so show us what you got. Gun me. Hey, Skipper. Maybe that's one too many for our little fish. No, let him go it alone. He's gonna sink or swim.
I don't know. William's such a sweetie. I think we should help him.
Maybe he's right. He's not gonna make it. I'm
Oh god.
You're not the only one with an itchy trigger finger. I need some action.
Hey, I told you to. Oh, hell, have fun. We just detected a bomber close to your position, and it's loaded with torpedoes. Whoever sent it to the bottom gets to keep a bunch of them. Well done, boy. We'll split up the swag later, but that's good booty.
Oh, whoops. Poor guy. Where's the next one? That guy. Oh, you are so dead. I feel sorry. It's 3 against 1.
Good job. Those fish are filling it. Okay, knock it off. That's enough for now. Touch and go, Drake. I'll be right back.
Okay, well, mission is completed, so we can activate the autopilot like last time, which was the, what? The Dia system? I don't quite remember, because I was used to it, but it always was auto, which kind of sucked because it took 15 seconds. Oh, okay, so we got a Vendetta Sniper, Buzzer, Ceramic Armor, and 2 Stanleys. Oh, and accomplished bonus targets. The Bomber, which I destroyed. Which we got 3 Thresher Sharks and 2 Stanleys. Okay, so are we not going to be able to really buy new equipment? We're gonna have to go with this? I'm not sure.
Freighter of the Drake Enterprises.
Thank you, my lady. Let's go talk to everyone else around before we go to the Amitab.
Our fight was fun, Shorty.
Nobody could just stand by while idiots attacked the station.
Forget it. Stay close to me, all right? We're a good team.
What do you mean?
Think about it, Xiaolong. You and me...
Oh boy, nope. You don't want to get too close. Last game, that person died. Don't be raising death flags now.
You're fast, Drake. A real pistol.
Well, thanks.
Firing blanks. Still.
Oh. And you're the one who wants us to stick around.
Well done, Drake. In your eyes, I see bravery. Yet also...
What?
Wanderlust. Beware.
What about Stony? He disappeared.
As usual, we can't keep him on a leash. And the longer he's gone, the worse Amitab's moralizing will be.
Amitab has morals? Now there's a surprise.
So be surprised. It's a good start.
End of communication. So since we're at the start, I'm going to assume conversations aren't going to be too long, but I assume it's going to get more.
What are you doing down here? What do you want?
That's my ship.
Excuse me for not fitting in with the decor.
Oh, well, I'll be off then.
Grow a beer! Okay.
Hey, you just earned another day in your rotten life, Willie. And I hope you noticed that the Atlantic Federation ships are too fast for their own maneuverability.
Yeah, I did, Skipper. But what about Stony?
Every once in a while he throws a fit and runs off on his own, and it's always a disaster. A few too many blows to the head, if you ask me.
So, what do I do now?
Fuzzyhead's our recycling officer. He picks over the battlefield and salvages anything we can use, and he's got a Midas touch. Go see Fuzzy and pick up your swag.
My what?
Your loot, mate.
We're really going to that pirate thing. Okay, is he going to be in the mess? No. Is he just going to be in the dock? Oh yeah, Fuzzy. Oh God.
Ah, Whackin' Willie. You put up a brave fight, boy. That's how it is these days. More and more attacks all the time.
Why were they attacking Lima too?
Just for kicks. Terror tourists from opulent Neapolis out for a little fun.
That's not what we did for fun when I lived in Neapolis.
Aqua's getting older, Drake. And uglier every year. Now listen. Amitab doesn't like it if we destroy all the freighters we encounter. If you paralyze them with an EMP weapon instead, then I can salvage all kinds of stuff, like ammunition, weapons, and credits. And believe me, we are gonna need it all.
Oh no! So this game is gonna have a higher emphasis on the EMP stuff? Oh, tell me you're gonna give me better EMP weapons then, because last time they did jack diddly, if I remember. Because they did, like, barely anything. So the Vendetta Sniper... Reload... Oh, yeah, it's the sniper one. It's the one that does more damage, but has, like, a 3-second wait time. Oh, we can equip both? I guess I should have checked. Yeah, we can still have 2 more. We should do this one because it has a passive. Oh, we can only have 4? Yeah, we can only have 4 of both. Great. 4 combined, I'm guessing. No. Because it said I could take 4, right? I have 4 buzzers. But only 2. Okay, whatever. Ah, special. Ceramic. Increases kinetic armor by 1000 MJ. I'm assuming there's a limit to that? Last time in Special, there was a limit to how many we could have. We could only have 2. Armor, strafing. It doesn't say, so maybe it's unlimited? Because last time there were 2 slots for Special, but there were only 2 special items. So once you got them, it didn't really matter. Oh my gosh, please tell me you have better EMP. Last game, EMP weapons were pretty much like pea shooters, even more than my usual normal firing weapons that had infinite ammo. Oh, hey, Nat.
Still no alternative?
What's your full name?
William Drake.
Drake. William Drake. Of the Neapolis Drakes.
Yes. My mother died and...
Save that for Amitabh.
End of communication. This guy does not speak much. Okay, before we go to speak to him, I want to make sure there's no other conversations, because I don't want to be... because last game there were some points where he got railroaded out of conversations. It doesn't look like it. If you chose certain options, so I don't want that to happen again, if I can help it.
Drake, the life of an adventurer is hard and takes credits. We just got an SOS.
I just had a bad experience with a distress call.
I'll tell you when you've had a bad experience, mate. Now, what do you know about the crawlers?
I've heard they're pirates, murderers, and cannibals.
In a word, animal. He's a crawler, but we've almost got him tamed. Seems his buddies have some scientist broad surrounded, and she's sending out SOSs.
What would they want with a scientist?
The crawlers enslave scientists to help improve their technology. What the hell? Mayday needs her daily dose of carnage anyway. And hey, paralyze ships whenever you can, so Fuzzy can scavenge off them. It's amazing what he finds.
And then?
There could be a lot of credits in getting that Machina scientist off the hook. Drake, Angelina, Mei Ling, you're attacking the crawlers. And remember your Vendetta snipers. Their range is close to 500 meters.
Yeah, so...
Oh, can you hear me? Damn. This is Dr. Finch calling from the Taparabo. Get me out of here, and there's a lot of money in it for you. Nobody wastes my time and gets away with it. Oh, how I hate that. And listen up. The crawlers are using a variant of their standard plasma weapon. Get me out of here. This is an Alpha-class SOS. If you do not respond, you will be court-martialed by an international tribunal. You must get my transport and me out of here.
End of communication. Oh, ain't she the nicest person on the block? Make sure to... So, Animal, the one we see in the trash chute, is a crawler, too. He looks pretty normal for a crawler. Considering, like, what we saw of the leader. He's pretty good. Well, we don't have any EMP weapons at the moment. So we can't be salvaging anything. Yeah, we only do kinetic at the moment. Oh, okay, so we can just do that. Yeah, it does only 60 more damage. The only good thing about it is that it's longer range. Though it doesn't really say that, but that's why I was complaining about not being there a good signal about when I'm hitting, because I don't know the range of the Vendetta at the moment. Okay, closer to Lima 1 now. Task. Dr. Finch is being attacked by crawlers and can't last much longer. Free Dr. Finch and escort her back to the Harvester. Tactical hint. The Vendetta sniper is perfect for eliminating poorly armed targets at long range. Aim for the cockpit. I don't know, I never used the Vendetta sniper. It just wasn't worth it. Because it doesn't do as much damage. It has longer range, so I guess you're out of less danger. But a lot of the first game was getting up in the face. And just kind of mauling the enemy. It really was kind of a battle of attrition.
Hurry up! Full tilt! Don't let the dock get hurt!
So I'm not sure. Because it does 200 damage, which is only 104, which is only 60 more than our 140, but the 140 shoots a lot faster. So it kind of offsets it almost completely. Yeah. Wow, we're at a much deeper depth in the first game. We're at 5,000 already. Usually we stick in the thousands, 2,000s. Not many times did we get to 5,000.
Hang on, Dr. Finch. We'll get you out of there. As long as you've got a credit or two for our trouble.
You'll get your credits. Now help me fight these damn cannibals.
are coming. And I never used buzzers.
Shark shit! I'm under fire. My armor is down to 75%.
There, you see. We're with Dr. Finch.
Shark shit!
That was close. Thank you.
Huh, so...
My onboard computer has calculated
okay.
an escape route. If we take it, the crawlers should lose our trail. I don't know, Doc. Looks like a detour to me.
It is, but it's a safer route.
All right, Dr. Finch. You lead and we'll follow.
Okay, I can see why they want me to use the Vendetta Sniper. I already lost half. I guess those, yeah, the plasma weapons usually do more damage. If you can get the better one. We were using a laser Gatling at the last part. It did the most damage for the less amount of speed, and we had the highest generator. I'm not sure, like...
I've got something on my scanner.
That's for you, mate. Check out the next nav point.
Rocks?
Looks like it was a false alarm. Come back and join up, mate.
Thanks. Bad feelings. So, I'm assuming the other 3 ones are for my wings again. Or for our
I'm getting more
friends.
signals on my scanner. Drake, follow the nav points on your computer.
Again. I don't think I can go much higher. I'm not sure. Last time we were going through the canyon and we couldn't really go that high. Well, I see something.
Oh, it's nothing but a few blubberheads. That's none of our business. Come on back.
Hey, I've got something really big on my scanner.
I confirm. Take a closer look, will you?
Oh, again? Yeah, it's just the Vendetta so hard. At least the mouse sensitivity is a little bit lower, but still. Yeah, we're kind of low on health already. Good lord.
We're going through that canyon, so follow me and watch yourselves.
All right. Everybody get ready to escort the doctor. Nothing again, mate. Just an ordinary merchantman. Come back and join up.
Okay, why is the game doing this? There's something suspicious about what it's doing. Where are they? What the hell? Where'd they go? Wait, what? Well, I'll go this way, maybe. Or not. Well, crap! Nothing seems to be happening at the moment, so that's good. Okay, I guess I need to go this way. It just didn't seem like the right way. What the hell? Yep, we're descending deeper. Ah, no, okay, yep. Does the game just not proceed until I get back? Almost looks that way. Huh.
Looks like a pirate's nest. Angelina and me stay with Doc Finch. Willie boy, you take out the defenses.
They've got snipers, William. You can't see them on sonar, so keep an eye out and be careful.
What happened? Whoa! What the hell? Wait, what? I guess I needed to use... Yeah, I guess the Vendetta Sniper, we really need to use it for this one. Why? Did my weapon break? I guess so? I don't understand. Okay, well, I'm gonna end it here. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to destroy the turrets and the things? Or am I supposed to destroy the turrets and all the ships? Because I just don't have enough health for that. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it here. You shall hear from me in the next part.